Correctamundo, Nux, correctamundo. Yeah, I'd set up Seribot yesterday when I was watching when I was watching a streamer that I follow. I'd figured like, fuck it, might as well set it up, and I did. Hopefully, that would take care of the random spam bots and better viewers bots that have been popping into my chat. Oh yeah, about that. You definitely already saw like a glimpse of that test stream. Yeah, I was just putting my mic in different spots, seeing or can make my voice sound less like it's less of a distance. So ultimately, what I did here is bring my keyboard closer to me and then put my mic in between both my keyboard and my mouse pad. So pretty much all three of them are closer to me, both at the reach of my hands and the mic also, of course, being closer to my mouth. So yeah, that's. I guess I'll just be going with that. I may consider getting like like a microphone, or what do you call them? I know they have a name, but like a microphone arm stand where you can just like adjust, and then my hands will be, or or in other words, not have my mic placed on the table, if that makes sense. So yeah, ultimately I just have my keyboard, mic, and mouse close to my hands, pretty much, and I'm just rolling with it. All right, so now on to Minecraft. Yeah, mic arm. Let's see. Okay, all of these items I don't have to worry about carrying with me since I got the ender chest here for a reason. So the plan is head back home and then just play around with the new stuff that I've found. The cherry tree, now that's what I've been interested in getting in my vanilla world since I'm pretty much close to completing my tree farm. And the cherry tree was the last one, at least as of now in Minecraft, to pretty much complete my tree farm. As for the jungle trees, I finally found the jungle biome. No, I have found the jungle biome in the past, but I found one that I can just go to, or that I've set up like a base to now. And one that had cocoa beans, which is what you see here. Yeah, the microphone arm just like, yeah, just like adjust it close to your face so you can have your voice heard a lot better and keep your free from the keyboard and mouse area without it getting in the way. Okay, so I think I just have about everything here. Yep, so all that's left is to take my bed with me. Okay, I'm gonna make another ender chest and leave that one there. Okay, Elytra's okay. Alright, good to go. Still gotta remember to keep a pace just so that my game doesn't crash. Just for the world to load in properly. Okay, no, not that place. I've already been there. Okay, there's the jungle biome, but was it the one that I discovered? Okay, there's a temple. But it wasn't the one that I discovered already. That's, okay, I think I've definitely, passed through all of the small bases that I've made. Okay, there's one of them. Yeah, I've definitely, passed through the jungle base that I've made. Yeah, I think it's today that they've added the clips as, or the ability to publish clips onto Blue Sky. Because I didn't see that yesterday when I last checked the site, or when I last checked my account. I guess they just introduced it today. And there's the frozen ocean, so I'm definitely on my way back home. Okay, so far, game's been handling the generation well. Mainly because I've already discovered this area when I flew through here. Or when I was flying through here, so... Okay, and there's my animal ranch. Alright, I'm now back home, technically. Since the ranch is connected to my home base path. Via this, long bridge that I made. This is before I got the Elytra cores when I built this bridge. there's my tree farm, which now that I got the cherry trees, I am planning to move the jungle trees to its own spot. And here we are, back home. And now I get to play with the new stuff. Finally. Alright, so Badlands, that's one rare biome that I found, so I guess the next one's probably the mushroom biome. Oh, thank you. I did, the base I had before this, I made, it's pretty much the same thing like a mansion, but different design. All made out of cobblestone, which had 3 floors. Or 3 floors inside, and then the top, the 4th floor being the roof. And before that, there used to be, believe it or not, there used to be a lot of trees in all, where all of this is now. Because originally I had, or my very first base when I created this world back in 2020, I had it close to the river over here, like, per se, somewhere. I'd say somewhere around here where this stuff is, was where I had my first base. And then, a lot of collecting later, I built bigger, and I built more artistically to how you, to the base that you see here now. Pretty much what 4 years of grinding in this world does. Considering that I've been playing Java since 2020, since March, around like March of 2020 when I bought the game, under my Mojang account, before I had to do the transition to Microsoft, via my Xbox account. Okay. Not this, because I have stuff in here. New ender chest for me to take with me. Probably should set my spawn. Just to be safe. Yeah, I've read that article that Mojang published regarding like how they want to continue developing the game moving forward. It's basically just like it's basically they're just basically doing what they've been doing for years anyway. Just like consolidating their relevance with how they develop the game. I'm guessing I'm guessing you might have heard about the mob vote shutting down. You know, the event that made a lot of fans very salty. Alright, that should be going up there. Okay, no, actually, these should be going to the smelter. The mob vote, where, Mojang had this thing where they, do like a stream of different mobs that fans can vote on to see what becomes the official mob for their upcoming updates. It was until recently that they decided to discontinue the mob vote altogether. This is pretty much coming from them. I wouldn't blame them for discontinuing that. Obviously, they have their reasons, and if they want to keep them private, that's understandable. But I'm pretty sure we already know the reason why they did that. Yeah, and then on top of the fans just being angry and salty about what mob didn't win or what mob won. And yeah, they were toxic as fuck with it. Yeah, they were so damn toxic with it. Let's see, A. And Pearl. Alright, and it's back to business. Red sand. Okay. Fine addition to my collection. Either way, like, people choose about what mods are official in the game. Either way, there's already a mod that exists that takes rejected mob ideas but actually puts them in the game. A mod that basically just takes all of the rejected mobs from the mob vote and puts them in the game. At least you got something like that to come out of the mob votes, despite the mobs that didn't make it. I don't know. To me, I don't really care much about the mob vote. I just care about building stuff in the game. Whatever Mojang does, they do it, and they've made their choice. Just a lot of people have, just a lot of people have gotten way too used to having high expectations, and you wonder why they get angry so easily about every decision that Mojang makes. Yeah, it's just people just taking it too personally and shit. Okay. Like, I would imagine like someone they love the game, but they love it to an extent where they expect something better. for future updates. I need the devs to make sure that they don't add any fucking bullshit to the game that I love that would ruin the perfection that I remember from updates ago. Like, it's not really that deep when you if you're playing the game. The problem with those type of fans, they just take shit literal. They just take that shit way too literally. Shit, even for kids games like Minecraft of all things, like shit. They take it way too literal. Like the core idea of the game is still there. It's not like a little updates would hurt it as much. Well, for certain games, for certain reasons. Also, if you hear like random barking noises in the background, that's my neighbor's dog. Uh, Supposedly it's pretty lonely right now. I lives in a neighborhood with a lot of dogs. A very doggy neighborhood. Yeah, it's been barking like a lot yesterday, and I think the day before. I'm guessing the owners were like on vacation or something. I don't know. Or they just left for like a few days. They're probably working, so don't think anyone's at home. Or perhaps the dog's very old and just has a little bit of paranoia. Like with PewDiePie's pug Maya before she passed away. Like she was already at the old age to where she just feels constantly paranoid. This cow here, well, primarily for milk. But I originally had a name tag on it that said Lucua, but apparently the updates kind of fucked that up. So I originally had a nickname on this cow, and it didn't appear because the updates kind of fucked it up. So yeah, I named the cow Lucua after my favorite anime woman character, Lucua from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Okay, what's next? Tree. Tree. Which I definitely need to reorganize the storage at my tree farm. Apple. I'd rather just fly over there. This is gonna stay for the tree, for my farming sector. Since I'm planning to grow cocoa beans there. I just need to choose a good spot for it. Alright, I'll just leave this here for now. Since this will change, and I'm just gonna move these all the way over there in its own spot. Let's see. I think I should have a big enough space to plant. I do need to do some terraforming once more. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's see, like up to here's good enough. You know what, usually okay, this is what I'm thinking. Like all those people that like bitch and complain about games, besides the ones that complain about the art style, the people that complain about games are usually the ones that like want to complete the game quick, which I doubt it. No, can't be them. It could be a lot of things, really. That just people get pissed off about games in general. And I'll get to work on that in the morning. There's this new block that I've been wanting to try out called the Crafter. Just basically a crafting table, but it automatically crafts items. Or it automatically crafts a specific item you want it to make. Which had caught my attention. Since it would pretty much like improve like automated farms. So it can create certain items like you need. I just need to figure out how to get the items needed to craft it without resorting to using creative mode to figure that out. Even if I did, it probably would include like items that I don't have, which I have no clue where to find them. Or even any clue of where to start to begin with. So I wonder how fast Suribot will take down a fake user. Like, how immediate is their response time? I mean, surely if it worked on taking down the better users, then it should work just fine for me as well. If it worked out well for you and other streamers, Nox. Stir would definitely come in handy. Yeah, it's fine. Barely did as much. The question is, when will I have that number? And the other question is, when will I eventually try out Cult of the Lamb? Since I already bought the game and I already have it ready to install, it's just a question of when will I get to 200 followers. And my next goal, at least for 300 followers, I have it to where I'll pretty much do like a Deep Rock Galactic stream, but I had the stream set to followers only, to which only followers can chat with me and stuff. So I wonder how that will go. And I don't. And if you've seen my follower goals lately I've tweaked them a bit and updated one of the goals uh for an 800 followers goal of a certain version of Leniri that I'm planning to draw when I do if I do reach that milestone someday. What's the full? Spots to patch up, like over here. Well, would you look at that? It banned their ass immediately. I love it. So who's this dumbass? So I guess the days of me manually banning a bot is over. And now Seribot can do that for me. have my own automated uh, defense system in the form of a good Twitch bot. Now I wonder why I didn't get this bot sooner. I kind of wonder why I didn't get that bot sooner. Better late than never, I guess. And now I just have an extra layer of security on my stream. Well, I know what to do with all this dirt now. Turn it all into clay. Since I can definitely get to work on that. Yep. Instantly. Worked immediately. Yeah, Seribot's definitely not fucking around. It sees a spam bot, it will eliminate it. Just works as the creator had intended for it to be. It pretty much worked as intended from the creator. Or from the creator of Seri. Let's see. I need to get a new path going. And before I even start moving the jungle trees, I need to... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, never mind. I have the chest out here for a reason. Okay, never mind. Forget about the chest reorganization. That's a different problem that I originally had, but that was already fixed. But anyways, onto the new path to make. But yeah, Seribot's definitely not fucking around. They are quick with that shit. They are quick to ban spam bots, and I love it. Right, I don't think there's any more tree types for me to find, so definitely cutting it off here. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I'd say once I put the final version of the jungle trees and put down the cherry trees, my tree farm would finally be, or my tree nursery would finally be complete. and I just pretty much the only time I'll add to it is if there's a new tree type being introduced to the game, which I don't think would happen for a good while. At least I think so, since it, well, before the mangrove and cherry trees, it took a while for Mojang to add a new tree type. Just grab some of this. Grab a healthy amount of dirt. And go start planting the jungle trees on their new spot. We'll get polysoil from this, so I guess all the more reason for having this large space to work with. Seribot, I had stream elements before stream elements. I had Nightbot, and back then I had no bot to work with, and it was just manually being a moderator. But all of that is in the past now. What matters is the future. If you're still there, Nox, I have a question to ask you relating to like pets. Like, do you like owning like a pet, or you're not really the type to wanna own a pet? Okay, and how much there how much do I now expands here? At least enough to have like 3 trees, so like up to here maybe. Yeah, up to here is good enough. Alright. Yeah, I've tested out if it was better to do a 2x2, which clearly it is, since you do get more saplings from them, obviously. Just I had to make sure that the trees were a good distance apart from each other. And it was like up to 12 blocks away from the dirt length. So, yeah. Get that set up for the next plot. I'm definitely going to be seeing a lot of those spam detected reason messages from Siri for sure. I'm definitely going to see a lot of those reasons specifically for spam detection. Let's still keep it on for right now. Because I am gonna head back to base anyway to get the cocoa bean farm started. If I have time, I'll just continue from where I left off with that automated crop farm that I was working on. With the carrots. Probably, probably might have to move it a little bit more just so that it has room to grow. I think it was a 16 block distance that I did for. Yeah, I think it was 16 blocks distance from the dirt blocks. So I'll just go and change that right now. Unless this grows just fine, but still though. Now it should definitely grow out just fine. So the chat keeps resetting for some reason. Hopefully it still works fine on your end. Okay. But windy today with a little bit of clouds. Pretty much, yeah, definitely made the right choice to relocate the jungle trees, considering the little side branch that they grow out when it's a 2x2. All right, all in a day's work. Yeah, clearly this was way too inefficient for me to get saplings from, practically to the point of extinction with when I have the jungle trees like this. The thinker's construct. And smeltery. So if you're so here's like the map of my entire tree nursery with all of the current tree types in the game. Well, minus cherry, which I'm about to change that in a little bit. But about as big as my farming sector. And my farming sector's pretty huge. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Just a phone call from a family member. Yeah, everything's fine. It's just that they called to say that they made it to their location. Alright, and I got this set up for the cherry trees. And now I'm finally growing my very own Japanese tree at my nursery. It's the good old waiting game. How much have you seen of my Minecraft world so far? At least the times that you came in, or that you stopped by when I was streaming Minecraft, or at least my vanilla world here, for example. Just curious. Ah, I see. So I guess this will be the first that you actually get to see my entire vanilla world, or my vanilla world in its entirety. But you're definitely in for a treat. Let's see, these need to go back. I need to take those back. Spruce. Actually, before I head back, I need to grab some jungle trees so I can finally make a cocoa bean farm. Yeah. Oh, over here I've got my industrial farming sector. Let me actually get up higher so that you can see it well enough. Oh, yeah, all of the crops that I've ever grown pretty much turned them into a factory. Or I'm currently in the process of like automating all of it. Like with the carrots here. piece of dripstone touch, and let me go grab them. Or at least one of them. Just so that I'll just harvest ones that I've touched per day. And that's another one to be grown. You're definitely new. You don't sell what I want, so good day. But but could try the outskirts, like somewhere over there. Since there's some land that I can terraform a bit. Or maybe next to the sugarcane factory. Would be nice if I had another empty shulker box. Is just the other thing I need to get is more shulker boxes. At another time. Oh, about time. About time you grew. But will the others grow as well? Probably might have to space them out some more. Okay, dirt, I got plenty of that. It's the stone that I need more of. Let's do that much. Right, I talked about in the last Minecraft stream that this automated harvester that I have, well, semi-automated, it's pretty much something like this, but this one that I'm building is the original one that I built, just to harvest a lot of crops at the push of a button. A lot more than what I originally had for the other crops. Once it's fully built, you'll kind of see. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about. But it's pretty much the same premise as this giant harvester that I built for the wheat. Ah, okay, here we go. Full on a bunch of blocks, and you're full on something else. Welcome to my life in Minecraft. Pretty much this is what I got going here. Just this giant harvesting box for one specific type of crop for me to harvest. And I haven't even put the redstone in yet, so that's pretty much how it works. Press button, all that water comes out, just pushing the crops to another stream of water that goes straight down to the hoppers, and then they just get harvested automatically. Or the water parts are harvesting, and then the hoppers are the collecting part. Which the only thing I have to do is just replant all of the seed, all of the seeds slash crops, and then just wait till they're fully grown again. So that's the way how I'm gonna build the other three or the other two crops just like this. The wheat one that one's an exception to the way how I built it. Here, I want to figure out how I want to where we want to put the button. As long as I can, uh, as long as I can press and it'll automatically release the water, then I have no issue with that. Okay, that works. That works out just fine. Light. Definitely need lighting here. Now that that works, so all I have to do is add the finishing touches, which would be the water flowing to the hoppers, and then the glass here to prevent the crops from coming out. But I also have to make this area here taller, these two walls to be exact. So at least now I know that the redstone works. It's fine. Right, I guess this is where I'm. Alright, so I guess this will be the official place for me to push the button to harvest. Let's go with a dark button for this, just that it's not confusing. Or just that it's not hard to see. A bit more glass, and this should be ready to go for use. Oh, this is new. Likely ban evader. Same. Could it be the same exact message? Exact same message, just different ads here. But either way, Seribot can just sniff out their bullshit, just like that. Let's see. Okay, dirt. The dirt, I'm definitely taking that out. Just so I can have this ready to put the carrots into. Yeah, all that's left is to make more glass, and this should be ready. This should finally start harvesting carrots once I plant them all. Suspicious user, ban evasion restricted. Okay, that's all glass paint. I need to make some new glass. And just to speed this up, since I will need more glass blocks, I'll just go take it to my auto smelter. And split the glass into 3 to make the process faster. Okay, so we got a legit user, but they're probably the type to just sell their services. Don't worry, Nox. I got this. Just let them speak out their bullshit and then ban them. Unless they heard what I said and knew their place. But yeah, anyways, how are you doing, Pinky Rose? Thanks for the follow. Now, if you aren't selling me anything, and if you're just a regular user, I apologize. Uh, I'm just, I'm just not letting my guard down to anyone that, like, promotes their bullshit to me. But if you're just a normal user, then, I don't think you'll have a problem with me. But just to be safe, let me check your page. Ah, I see now. You are one of those people. Let's see, Warren. Consider yourself lucky that I did not ban you today. Only a warning. Failure to follow these warnings and you will be blocked. You get that, yeah? Good. Das ist gut. Uh, you were saying knockers? Or just... I guess I might have scared them well enough to fuck off. Yeah, I scared them off. There's a reason you don't fuck around with certain streamers. There's a fucking reason. That's funny. Alright, now my glass is ready. Yeah, all it takes is a quick look at their Twitch page and their description, and that'll let you know. Oh, they're one of these people. I'll just hear out their bullshit and see what happens. Yeah, I get you, Nox. Like, you definitely knew that bullshit was coming from a mile away. I knew it too. I just like to be creative with it. Yeah, that's the reason why I made it fun for myself to pretty much do it with like a German accent and everything. If you remember that clip I made. Kind of like your story of how like someone went into your DM was on Twitter, and then you told them what you're into, and they were like weirded, and they were weirded the fuck out, and then immediately left and blocked you. I'm a witty person. I like my comedy nice and quick, but also built to be so fucking funny. Oh my god, hi, how are you? I believe it just be like that with these type of people. These like Valley Girl ass sounding accounts. So, here we go. This is the type of redstone harvester that I've been building in one of my single biome worlds. Basically, a column of 10 dispensers, and then a row of 8 dirts. So basically, 8 times 10. Uh, I practically harvest 80 crops, or 80 blocks of crops per harvest. A lot more with carrots and potatoes since they give you more. But yeah, pretty much this, but for the other two next. And I'm pretty much gonna have a lot of leftover items to use for something else. So I'll take this with me. So what made you laugh harder, the German accent or just how I dealt with that person? It was probably both, wasn't it? And so how does it look on the map? Like a giant block. Both. Okay, where do I have more room? Okay, this would be a good place to terraform and turn into a cocoa farm. I'm gonna need a lot of dirt. A lot. That's the thing with what most streamers like us should do more often when we see like a bullshit uh artist or something come into our streams. Just like fuck around with them. Like an example, let's say a GFX artist comes into the stream and you'll be like, "Hi, welcome to the stream. Now, before we continue, let's take a test on your intelligence, shall we?" It's simple. We ask you a couple of questions and we test to see how your brain thinks as we ask these questions. Should we find it sufficient, we tell you to get the fuck out. There are approximately about fuck it 200,000 GFX audits, and most of them, like you, could not convince me of shit. So take your bullshit and take it the fuck out of here. Uh, Imagine someone just talking to like a GFX or a fake artist, but they just start talking to them in the most confusing ass Gen Z slang possible, to the point where they can't even understand what the fuck they're saying. Like the most confusing ass slang to date, and then they'd be confused with what you're trying to say, which leaves them with no option but to leave. Or here's like a Soviet one to try out to GFX artists. Ah, so you sell So you sell GFX stuff. Do you know a place called Siberia? All of the GFX artists go there. If you would like, I'd like to give you a free trip to Siberia. And then bam, because in Soviet Union everything's free. Free for those in the gulag. Yeah, this Elytra I'm pretty much eternally grateful for having. I'm just eternally grateful for having this now that I've finally beaten the game. At least the base game. With like the story credits and all. Do do people sponsor a like a like a moderation bot a lot in their streams? You rarely ever hear them sponsor like a bot that they use in their streams, like actually using them. They just have it like on the side, just being low key, but people know that they're there. Like streamers rarely ever do like a sponsor of like the mods that they use. are for like moderation on the Twitch chat. Like, when was the last time you've, like, you never hear streamers say, this, by the way, guys, this stream is actually sponsored by Siri, but, like, you rarely ever hear streamers say that. Because, well, obviously they're not getting paid to promote people to use a bot. But even though it is, like, free exposure for the bot to get noticed a lot. Yeah, just like the only time people would actually talk about sponsors is the only time they'll actually talk about sponsors is if they're getting paid for it, not like for actually promoting a free product that anyone can just get and download without having to pay. That's just something that came across my mind just now, since you rarely ever hear people talk about your start again. You rarely ever hear streamers talk about sponsoring uh, a bot that they use for moderating their chat. If it works, it just works. Not the Todd Howard way, thankfully. Or at least not the meme version. Let's see, how do I want to build this cocoa farm? Hmm. Let me just build out the walls first, and then I'll figure out how I want to plan it, how I want to build it. Hmm. What happened? Did it get deleted, or was the conversation just nuked by Hikari or something? play casual, but I don't want to deal with that guy. I understand. A very, very talkative tech boy. A very, very talkative tech boy that just likes to go on an entire essay of information. All you have to do is give 20 minutes of your time. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna build it like in a wall. Just build like a wall of jungle logs and then put the cocoa beans on them all around. Cause don't really need cocoa beans that much. I'm just making them to have them. Unless I want to make brown dye, then yeah. But this is pretty much what I'm going with here. I see now. Okay, a good middle area here. Yeah, this is good enough. Just 6. Well, technically 12 walls. But yeah, essentially just like these giant log walls to grow cocoa beans on. And now I have a cocoa farm up and running. What am I gonna do with all the cocoa? Who knows? Make cocoa pups or something? Although I could make cookies, but nah. Don't really need to make them. Making this path, making that path wider and then shortening the walls, and I'll be working on this next. Plenty of room here. Nice and roomy. And now I have more room to do something else in these spots. Could plant a tree if I wanted to. Yeah, a lot of room now. And now I'm just pretty much going to be harvesting. Or, so I have a full row of carrots here, just move them to the excess chest. In terms of trading them, and maybe when I have the chest full, then I'll consider trading them. Alright. Now beetroot is next. The dripstone can wait. Collect, harvest them the old way for the last time. And just collect the rest that didn't get collected from the row. Now time to dismantle. Definitely gonna have a lot of buckets left over. I wouldn't even know what to use them for. Maybe to make some kind of advanced basalt generator or something. Maybe. Don't really have that much plans for going to the nether right now. Except to connect the paths to faraway bases that I've made. But for right now, I'm just focused on other things besides the nether. So I'll be right back. Need to head to the restroom. The BRB screen. Yeah, I took inspiration from the way how Suki had how they had their BRB screen and made my own version with some screenshots of my character in games. I could just barely see. I could just barely see the cocoa farm from here. Let's see, wheat. All this is practically fully grown. This, however, it's still waiting on that. On a few of them. They really don't take that long to be fully mature. Oh wait, they almost don't take that long to mature. So a few of them are just left. Only a few beans left to mature. Yeah, I get you. Pardon. Well, I mean, knowing you, you'd be fine with it, but like, I guess for Lorna specifically, like, the way how you designed her boobs are just a little too big. Fallout 4. Is there like a certain cup size that you want Lorna's breast to be at? Hmm. So pretty much getting Lorna to like their breast proportions. And I got this like cookie chessboard design going. There really there really isn't a lot of like mod are breast mods where you can like choose how. No, there probably is, but like at least for your situation, Nox, there isn't like a lot of mods that allow you to like adjust the size of the breast on a character, or at least for Lorna, for example. Hmm. That should be big enough to build a farm. They're almost fully grown. Just gotta wait it out some more. I guess to anyone that creates a modding website but has an idea on how mods should be loaded into the game, here's an idea. Create a website in which any game can be compatible with as long as you link your, I don't know, like your Steam account or something to the set game. Or just having an account on your computer. But here's the concept. Have a cloud system in which you can get as many mods as you want for said game without impacting your computer's local storage, and instead just sign into your mod account on your computer. Have that open so that the mods can be installed automatically for whatever game you have attached to that website or application. Essentially, have a system where you log into your account, your mods are there, but they're not installed directly to your computer. You have to have your account to where you have whatever game you want to mod set up to your mod account, and then so all the account does is simply load in the mods, either almost instantly or give it like a few minutes to load up. And I guess open up the game, and by the time the game loads, the mod should be ready to go, and then you just play with set mods. Yeah, because at this point, like, at least in your situation, Nox, since you did mention a couple of times how you're always running out of room for games and stuff, but then you also have the mods installed to play some games, since eventually you will run out of storage. At this point, I feel like just the mods should be loaded automatically via cloud under like a mod account, or a mod account that basically has the mods on a cloud, and then they'll load automatically when you open up a game, as long as you have your mod account open and not closed. I think it should work out fine. But I'm guessing there might be like some kind of technical issue with that. I'd feel like it's possible. I mean, considering nowadays, since we have the technology to do that. I mean, a Google Drive, you upload a file there and it's already available to see on any device you use as long as it's able to connect to a Google account. Or or like in terms of art, even though it's not related to games, but like with art, for example, on those like websites like DeviantArt, Pixiv, and all that, where the art's already uploaded and anyone can find them and stuff and download or whatever. Something like that, but with like game mods, in which you have to connect the game to your mod account first, and then whatever mods you want for that game, just pick and choose as many as you want. Essentially, or at least the way how I envision this like mod website works in a cloud system. You can download all the mods you want, and it won't impact your storage because, or at least for that concept, the storage is infinite. No matter how many mods you download, no matter how big the file size is, it doesn't matter. I guess I guess for that to work, for that mod website, they had to find something within the game that will allow them to easily load the mods in like less than a couple of seconds. Or what else? Oh yeah, also with like certain mods crashing and shit, like I feel like that for that concept, like an auto mod repair system should be in place. Like in the event that a certain mod doesn't work, that's fine. Just disable it and the rest of the mod should work fine, assuming that it's compatible. Or like it will ignore what mods don't work and allow the mods that do work pass. Like I feel like that's something that's overdue for a lot of games since they're constantly updating, but the mods can't catch up to the updates. So just compensate for the mods that are compatible with what the current update of the game is. Or shit, even, well, in the case of Minecraft, how you have mods that are like from a previous update, instead of it not working, it should be like, these mods are from a previous update. Are you sure you want to keep these mods with the rest of your mods? Which comply with it, and the mod should work fine. To where only the blocks that were modded are allowed, just the others they'll remain as the normal vanilla look until the creator of the mod decides to update them. And then have it to where like how Pixit does with like their apps and stuff where let's say you have a mod studio, right? Where you can go in there and create your own mods. I feel like that definitely would be beneficial to mod creators, assuming they want to jump on board with that type of system. A lot of people probably would. And then also have it to where that system you can choose between or have it as like a toggle for setting up mods. Like if you're like for example, if you're just modding a game, like not using like your own account, but like using a third party application to mod for the first time, then just do it like simple, just like download mod, enable, and that's it, you're ready. And then an option for like advanced modders, like if they want to be more technical with the mod, like adjusting them a little bit, then yeah, something like that they should offer. I guess that's pretty much my way of envisioning a like a better modding website where you don't have to download mods onto your computer locally, and instead just create an account and get all the mods you want, save them onto your account, connect the game to that account, and it and once the account detects the game that you've added there, I feel like the mods would follow suit and recognize the game automatically. And from there, I think the mods would just uh be enabled uh as soon as you open up the game. And I guess have them like casually load in before you even get into the world or something like that. Yeah, yeah, what I'm talking about, I feel like most people when they talk about mods, they never talk about like this they never have these type of conversations. They only talk about like uh the mods they want for their game, which is fine. But I feel like addressing that wanna may wanna have people rethink how mods should be set up rather than just doing it the traditional way of downloading the mods onto your computer locally. That's a concept for like a brand new modding website system. Or just simply you don't have to download the mods onto your computer. You just pick it from your account and then just connect the game to your account and then the mods should uh automatically be set up and ready to go. And then another thing, like, if you still want to play the vanilla game, like, no mods entirely, like, feel like that should be an easy toggle of, like, mods on or off. Like, that, I feel like that should definitely be a very easy toggle. If you want to take a break from a modded game for a good bit, and then eventually switch back, just like that. Sooner or later, the technology uh, sooner or later the technology for that would come. All it takes is the right type of computer engineers and software technicians to create a modding website like that into a reality. But like I said earlier, the technology is there. It's just someone or a group has to create that idea into reality. And if finance is a problem, then just Patreon, Subscribestar, all those like donating websites to help make that idea into reality. If money is the issue, which it probably will be, just for upkeeps and website maintenance. All right. I'll just have this set up for next time, but I do need to add another door here for now. For now, at least. Yeah, yeah, I do want to extend this. Just that there's more room in here. Up to here. Do need to change the lighting here a bit. I think I forgot to add the new lighting in here as well. Yeah, let's fix that. That should do. Welcome back. I think I'm just gonna go and repair my pickaxe, and then I'm gonna finish up the stream and raid someone. Preferably someone playing Zenless Zone Zero. I like that game. When I'll play it, that's the question. That's the question there. Because it looks pretty interesting to me since I played Action Time it in. A little bit gotcha heavy for my taste, but I'm willing to give it a try and see what it's actually like. Okay. Primarily like publicly saying that you've modded, or primarily saying that someone primarily modding the game publicly just to avoid any issues. The devs really should start embracing mods. Some games already do that, or should I say, some developers already do that. Bethesda, on the other hand, they're kind of a bitch with some games. It's because I know that people would love to mod the absolute shit out of it if it's if the graphics aren't their fancy. Yeah, this town I still gotta finish building into a city. It's already on its way. Just this last province here in the sand area is what's left for me to finish working on. Alright, these tools I forgot to put away. Kind of sucks about building a village sometimes. Like, let's say you want to make like an apartment, like this over here, for example, but the way how villagers pathfind, it just sucks. Especially when the taller the building, the farther they're away from a bed, though. pretty much forget about that and go for the nearest bed they can find. That's what kind of sucks about their pathfinding. I wonder how Steeler managed to do that, to make sure that their pathfinding is fixed, or so that they don't have to go to the nearest bed to sleep, or to find their workplace. There's the mob farm that I've built in the last couple of streams. Still trying to figure out if it works or not. Alright, with that, that is the stream. Let's see who's live right now. Playing ZZZ. Unless you got any recommendations, Nox. Doesn't have to be anyone playing ZZZ exactly. Hmm. Glad you liked it. So what's that? 0. Let's see. Let's see who we got. Okay, let me see if this streamer's accepting raids. Yes, they are. Buff Aloe or Buffalo 32, which they're streaming Zenless Zone 0 right now. So gotta give them a raid. As for me, see you next time for when I go live again. So thanks for joining me, and have a good one. Peace.